Hi everyone, a very good afternoon and a warm welcome on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I'm Gourav Gupta and once again we have gathered here to solve some of the most expected questions on logical reasoning for CMAT 2024 examination. Now right now when I'm conducting this lecture in the live format 10th of March, MHCT examination is going on. So I understand that plenty of you must be occupied with your MHCT examination. So there might not be a lot of viewers for this session, but I am putting this session on the YouTube so that the students who are not appearing for MHCT, those who have already appeared for MHCT examination yesterday, so they can sit in this lecture, they can practice some questions, or the students who will be attending this lecture later on, will be watching the recording of this session later on, they can be benefited from this session. All right, so friends, welcome back once again on the YouTube channel. Now here we are once again with some more questions that will help you to practice, to continue your revision, to gain momentum or keep yourself in momentum for our next examination, CMAT 2024. Now these are 100 most expected questions on logical reasoning part number 8. Manasi and Samarth, good afternoon. A very warm welcome to both of you. I hope I'm clearly visible and audible to all the students who are watching this session right now. All right, great. So let's begin solving these questions without wasting any time. So question number 1 will appear on your screen in a few moments. I want all of you to be prepared for these questions with your pen and rough sheets. Okay, so take out your rough sheets, do a little bit of rough work, and post the answer of each and every question in the chat box. All right, so here we begin with first question. Question based on cubes, the geometrical figure cube. So question number 1 says that 125 small but identical cubes have been put together to form a large cube. How many such small cubes will be required to cover this large cube completely? So we have to completely cover this cube, which is formed by joining 125 small and identical cubes. Okay, so we'll have to completely cover it. So how many more pieces of the same shape and size will be required to do that? Now, to do this question, there is obviously no need to draw the complete figure. Okay, even complete छोड़ो, figure draw करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Okay, ठाकुर, yes, CMAT होगा, definitely होगा. Do not worry at all. You must keep preparing for this examination. So right now we don't have any such information, any such intel that CMAT will happen or CMAT will not happen. So like every year, yes, CMAT right now is scheduled to be conducted. All right, any answer for this? So let's figure it out. Now we have 125 small and identical cubes. We have to put them together to form a large cube. Okay. Now since 125 can be written as 5 into 5 into 5. Okay. So 125 is the cube of 5. So we can say that if we'll put together these 125 small and identical cubes to form a bigger cube, then the length of the side of this new cube, of this larger cube, will be equal to 5. Okay, right? Thakur, it happens every year. Okay, so there will be some colleges that will keep some of the seats reserved through CMAT examination. Okay, there will be some colleges who will be offering admissions in CMAT with a score of previous year, and there will be plenty of colleges like whose admissions will be open, whose admissions deadlines will be extended. Okay, so the remaining seats will be filled through the CMAT examination. So it happens every year. So this is not a new thing. Okay, so it happens every year. This is a normal procedure. Okay, all right. So what I was saying is 125 is 5 into 5 into 5. It is 5 cube. So the larger cube that will be formed, the measure of length of each side will be 5. Okay. Now to cover this up, to cover this up, we will be obviously extending each side one by 1 unit on each and every side. Okay, so if I want to cover the height, so earlier if the height was 5, so I will require to cover it 1 by 1 unit towards the bottom and by 1 unit at the top. Okay, so basically if I will cover this larger cube by putting one small cube everywhere on every side, then the resulting bigger cube will become 7 into 7 into 7. So total number of pieces which are there in the new cube will be 7 into 7 into 7, that is 343. Out of these 343, 125 were already existing. So the new number of pieces that will be required will be 343 minus 125, and that is 218. So the correct answer of this question will be 218. Mansi, you're asking MSCT analysis कब होगा? So MSCT analysis का जो भी schedule है, Mansi, it is already there on the YouTube channel. Okay, so you can have a look at that. So it will be conducted today. So it is scheduled to be conducted today and it will happen. All right. So 218 option D is the correct answer of question number 1. Let's move on and look at question number 2. Now, all of you, those who are there, focus in solving these questions. So question number 2 says, below given has a main statement followed by 4 statements labeled A, B, C and D. Okay, so this is the main statement and it is followed by 4 statements labeled A, B, C and D, right? Now choose the ordered pair of statements where the first statement implies the second and the 2 statements are logically consistent with the main statement. Okay, so you'll have to now choose a pair like CA. C says the figure A is not a cube. Figure A is not round in shape. Fine. So you'll have to choose among the options the pair of statements, okay, where the first statement implies the second statement. All right. So here it will always be better to go through the options. But if you understand these type of statements completely, then you can also form a pair of statement by yourself. Okay. So the main statement is all cubes are round in shape. So let's say these are cubes. So all cubes. So I'll use the approach of Venn diagrams. So I'll make a circle for cubes. So this represents cubes. So all cubes are round in shape. So a figure which is cube, that will be round. Not all rounds are cubes. Okay, so this is just like syllogisms, right? So all cubes are round, but not all round are cube, right? So I can say that if a figure is not a cube, अगर वो cube नहीं है, so वो definitely round नहीं होगी. So if it is not cube, then it will definitely be not round. Can I interpret this thing? Or vice versa. So this is what you will have to find out. All right. Okay. So I can say that this is cube and this is round. So if a figure is cube, then it will be round definitely, right? If a figure is round, then it may or may not be cube. But if the figure is not round, अगर कोई figure round के बाहर है, so can I say that definitely it is not a cube? Yes, this can be said. So if you look at figure statement A, figure A is not round. अगर वो round नहीं है, then definitely it is not a cube. So definitely it is not a cube. So statement A implies statement C. So we can say that AC is the correct sequence, is the correct logical consistent statement that can be taken from here. Okay, so here the first statement implies the second one. Figure A is not round in shape. C, figure A is not a cube. This is logically consistent. Okay, so the correct answer should be option C. Good afternoon, Sonu. Now next question, question number 3. Now, question number 3 is a question of direction senses using some codes. So, if at the rate means south, percentage means north, and means east, and hash means west, then in which direction Hari is facing at the end of the journey if he starts in hash and then take a right turn? After walking a few meters, he starts walking to the and. Then he turns in at the rate direction and he takes a turn after few meters in and direction and then takes a left turn at last. So quickly solve this. It's very simple. जहां पे भी symbols हैं उनकी जगह direction से replace कर दो and then it will be a normal statement that you find while solving the questions of direction senses. So basic direction senses का question है just symbols को इनकी direction से replace करना है and then you'll have to draw the figure. Okay, so let me replace the symbols with the directions. So hash means west. So जहां जहां पे भी hash है मैं वहां पे west लिख देता हूं. There is only one hash. Then and means east. So this is east. I'm sorry, and this is east. Okay, Ravina says option B is the correct answer. We'll check Ravina. So I'm just starting with this. Now at the rate means south. Okay, and do we have any symbol left? No, we don't have. So let's start forming this figure. Now if he starts in west, so first of all he start moving towards west and then take a right turn. So this will be right turn. Now since distances are not given, so we'll just keep a track of the direction. Okay, and after walking a few meters he start walking to the east. So now he will start walking to the east. Again, direction does not make any difference because finally we just have to find out which direction is he facing. He then turns in south direction. So south means downwards, whatever distance, and he takes a turn a few meters in east direction. So now he is walking towards east and then takes a left turn at last. So now he takes a left turn at last. Now after taking this, the direction in which he is facing is north direction. All right. So the answer should be north and hence percentage. Now percentage is option B and option B should be the correct answer of this question. And yes, it is the correct answer. So Ravina, yes, your answer is absolutely correct. Very good. Let's quickly move on to the next question, question number 4. Now, question number 4 is an interesting question of seating arrangements. This is not actually as simple as you may think. Okay, an interesting question. Let's see who will be the student who will give me a correct answer of this question. Now, 4 friends, namely Liaquat, Lillian, Lima, and Lalit, are sitting on a horizontal placed wooden bench, all looking towards the same direction. So one thing is good that all of them are facing same direction. Okay. Now then there are some conditions according to which we'll have to make them seated. Okay. So the statements are there is at least one person sitting between Lillian and Lima. Liaquat is towards the right of Lima, but not towards the right of Lalit. So if it is not towards the right, then it has to be towards left. Okay. Lalit is seated immediately next to Lillian and Lima is seated at one of the extreme corners of the bench. Good afternoon, Samiksha. So quickly draw the arrangement and find out which of the following statements is definitely correct, definitely true. Okay. Now I will start by combining this statement and this statement. Now Lima is seated at one of the extreme corners. So Lima will be extreme left or extreme right. Okay. Also, it is given that Liaquat is towards the right of Lima. So Lima has someone sitting to his right. So I can say that Lima will be extreme left of the row. Okay. So if I'll draw the four chairs, so Lima has to be extreme left. Okay. Now Liaquat is towards right of Lima. So Lima, then Liaquat. Okay. But Liaquat is not towards the right of Lalit. So Liaquat has to be to the left of Lalit. Okay. Now there can be one person sitting between Lima and Liaquat, or it can be between Liaquat and Lalit. Fine. The respective positions of Lima, Liaquat and Lalit I have already drawn, where Lima is seated at the extreme left hand side of the row. Okay, now Liaquat is towards the right of Lima. So Liaquat here is on the right of Lima, but Liaquat is not towards the right of Lalit. So Liaquat has to be on the left of Lalit. अब इनके बीच में कहीं पे भी fourth person, who is the fourth person? Lillian can sit, but Lillian cannot sit on the left hand side of Lima. Okay. All right. So this statement is done and this statement is done. Now Lalit is seated immediate next to Lillian. Now Lalit and Lillian are sitting together. Okay. They are sitting together. Fine. So Lillian, the fourth person, can be on the right hand side of Lalit, or it can be on the left hand side of Lalit. Okay, so I can say that on the second chair it is Liaquat. Okay, then for Lillian and Lalit there can be two possibilities. It can be Lalit and then Lillian. Okay, it can be Lillian. मैंने शायद spelling गलत लिख दी Lillian की. Okay, so I'll just quickly change the spelling. So Lalit first and then Lillian. And in the second case, it can be Lillian on the third chair and Lalit on the last chair towards the right. Okay. So here Lalit and Lillian can interchange their places. Okay. So there can be two possibilities. There can be two possible diagrams here. Okay. Now look at all the conditions and verify if I've drawn these diagrams correctly. Now let's check each and every statement one by one. So Sonu, you are saying that option C is the correct answer. I'll check. There is at least one person seated between Lalit and Liaquat. Now Lalit and Liaquat, it is not necessarily true that there is at least one person sitting between them. Lalit and Liaquat may be sitting together. So I can say that option C may be true, may not be true. Okay, they want which of the following options is definitely true. So C will not be definitely true. I hope I'm clear. So let's check from option D. So option D says Lillian and Liaquat are seated immediately next to each other. So Lillian and Liaquat एक साथ बैठे हैं. So Lillian and Liaquat, yes, they may or they may not. So option D will also not be definitely true. Okay, option D भी हमेशा true नहीं होगा. Look at both the arrangements that I have made. Okay, Lillian and Liaquat, they may be together, they may not be together. Okay, option B, Liaquat is seated at one of the extreme corners. Liaquat तो definitely नहीं बैठा है. Liaquat is sitting at the second chair starting from the left hand side. So Liaquat is not at the extreme corner. Statement A, there is at least one person between Lalit and Lima. Lima is sitting here. In the first case, Lalit is here. Yes, there is exactly one person. In the second case, Lalit is extreme right. There are two persons. So yes, we can say that there is at least one person seated between Lalit and Lima. So yes, option A is definitely true. So the correct answer here will be option A. All right. So that was fourth question. Yes, this one was an interesting one, a good one. Let's look at question number 5. Now, question number 5, a very easy question. All right, Sonu, you are saying that there is mistake in your arrangement. Fine, Sonu. So I hope you would have rectified the mistake that you have made. Okay, and you have understood whatever I have explained with respect to the previous question. Now, 4 different players, A, B, C, D, and 4 different games, basketball, cricket, kabaddi, and hockey are there. And some conditions. Quickly make a table. And since there are only 2 parameters, names and sports, names and games, so you can use the method of tick cross. I'll tell you what I'm talking about, the method of tick cross. So I'll wait for a few seconds. Let me see who will be the first one to give an answer. Drawing these lines, but in the examination you don't have to make that this kind of table. Okay, so lines draw करने की जरूरत नहीं है, because drawing these lines will waste a lot of your time. So I have written the names of these people: Ali, Benu, Kutti, and Dolly. And then I write 4 sports. So basketball, cricket, kabaddi, and hockey. Okay. Now let's keep putting on tick mark and cross mark. It is mentioned that these 4 play 4 different games. They play 4 different games. Okay. Fine. So no 2 of them will play same game. So Ali does not play basketball or cricket. Ali does not play basketball or cricket. Benu does not play kabaddi or hockey. So does not play kabaddi, does not play hockey. Kutti plays hockey. So Kutti plays hockey. So if Kutti, I'm sorry, not kabaddi but hockey. Now Kutti plays hockey. So if Kutti plays hockey, no other person will play hockey. Okay. And Dolly plays either basketball or hockey. So Dolly plays either basketball or hockey. Now Dolly cannot play hockey because Kutti plays hockey. So there is only one sport left for Dolly, that is basketball. Okay, right? So Kutti cannot play any other game. Kutti is playing hockey, so will not play any other game. Dolly is playing basketball, so basketball will not be played by any other person. And Dolly will not play any other game other than basketball. Okay, so now you have like if I look at Benu, so Benu cannot play basketball, kabaddi, or hockey, so Benu plays cricket, and Ali plays kabaddi. So this is the complete table. Hardly like less than 1 minute will be required to finish this table. Now who plays cricket? Benu plays cricket. So the correct answer should be option B, that is Benu. So Ravina, Kasturi, and JP and Vedant, all 4 of you have given correct answer. Sonu has also given a correct answer. Wonderful. So 5 of you given correct answer. So correct answer is Benu, option B. Let's look at question number 6. Once again, this is an easy one. All right, so let's begin solving this one. Now, five boys, Ganesh, Hitesh, Ishan, Jackie, and Kailash always compete with one another. Now, Ishan gets more marks than Kailash. So, Ishan gets more marks than Kailash. Jackie gets less marks than Ganesh. Jackie gets less marks than Ganesh. Hitesh gets more marks. Hitesh gets more marks than Jackie and Kailash. Okay, right? And Jackie gets less marks. Okay, so Ishan gets more marks than Kailash. This is number one. Jackie gets less marks than Ganesh, number two. Hitesh gets more marks than Jackie, and Hitesh get more marks than Kailash. So these are the statements, four statements that we have written here. Question is, whose marks among the following could be the lowest? इनमें से किसके marks lowest हो सकते हैं? Now, because Ganesh has more marks than Jackie, so Ganesh cannot be the lowest. Hitesh has more marks than Jackie and Kailash. Hitesh cannot be the lowest. Also, Ishan has more marks than Kailash. Ishan cannot be the lowest. So out of these five, either Kailash or Jackie can have the lowest marks. Right? Now, Kailash is not among the options. So the question is also they're asking with the uncertainty that who among the following could be the lowest. So Jackie could be the lowest. These three cannot be the lowest. Okay, so the correct answer is option D, that is Jackie. Okay, so once again, five of you have given correct answer: Vedant, Sonu, Ravina, Kasturi, and yes, so four of you. Lovely. JP has also given. Right. Next question, question number 7. Now there are 4 packets and 3 wallets are kept on the table. So these 7 items, 7 articles are kept on the table, one after the other in a row from left to right. Okay. So they are kept like this, one after the other. Wallet C has as many items to its left as to its right. No packet is at any extreme end of the row. Packet P is kept to the immediate left of packet R. Packet P is to the immediate right of wallet A. What is kept third from left end of the row on the table? So we shall start with this. So there are 4 packets PQRS and 3 wallets ABC. They are saying that wallet C has as many items to its left as to its right. So wallet C, that means, is kept in the middle. So wallet C will be placed at 4th place. So I'll write the place numbers as well. So wallet C is kept at the 4th place because wallet C has as many to the left as to the right. So it must be in the middle. Wallet C बीच में होना चाहिए. ठीक है? अब wallet हो गया. Now no packet is at extreme end. अब extreme ends पे कोई packet नहीं होना चाहिए. So that means at place number 1 and place number 7 packets नहीं हो सकते. तो क्या होगा? Wallet ही होंगे. Wallet C is already placed. Only 2 wallets are left, A and B. Okay. So A or B will be at first place or 7th place. Okay. So I'll put it like this. ठीक है, so either A or B will be kept at place 1 and place 7. Cool. Also, they have mentioned that packet P is to the immediate right of A. Now, A has something on the right hand side. So that means A cannot come at place number 7. A cannot come at place number 7. A will come at place number 1. So I will put A at place number 1 and B at place number 7. So A will come here and B will be here. Because packet P is immediate right of A. A has something on its right. Okay, so packet P is immediate right of wallet A. So A will be at number 1, P will be at number 2, and B will be at number 7. Okay, next is packet P is kept to the immediate left of R. Now P is to the immediate left of R. So R will be at number 3. Then remaining two packets Q and S will be at 5 or 6. So this is the final arrangement. Done. Question is, what is kept third from the left end? Third from the left end, that means at number 3, what is kept? R is kept at this place. So the correct answer will be option C, that is R. So question number 7, option C is absolutely correct. Done. Next question, question number 8. A question on abstract reasoning, mirror image of the figure you will have to identify. So quickly do that. All right. Now, if a mirror is placed in front of this figure, like it has been placed, the mirror is AP, then which of the following answer figures is to the right? So if I'll try to draw a figure on the right hand side of this mirror. So first of all, this figure will come as it is. Okay. This figure, since this arrow is on the right hand side, so here it will be on the left hand side. Now talking about this arrow, find this figure, arrow is pointing towards right. So now in the mirror image, it will be pointing towards left. Fine. Now if I'm talking about the mirror image, anything which is pointing towards like downwards, any arrow which is pointing downwards or upwards, it will remain same. It will keep on pointing downwards if it was earlier pointing downwards, and if it was upward, it will remain upward. Left and right pointing arrows will change their direction. Okay, so this one, if it is pointing towards right hand side, here it will be pointing towards left, and the last one pointing towards right, so sorry, pointing towards left, so it will now point towards right. So the figure that I've drawn, you can match it among the options. So which option is matching? I believe option A is matching as correctly given by all of you. So the correct answer should be option A. Okay, so question number 8, option A is correct. Let's move on towards question number 9, which is on blood relations. Now, Sohan told Raju, yesterday I met your mother's father's only granddaughter, Sunita. Raju added that his mother was the only child to her parents. How is Raju related to Sunita? How is Raju related to Sunita? Now, careful while drawing a family tree. Now, Sohan told Raju that I met your, so here your means Raju's mother. So, Raju's mother's father, father. So, Sunita will be in the third generation again. So, Sunita and Raju will be in the same generation. Itna clear hai? ठीक है? Fine. Now, generally, the questions can be answered from this statement only, like up till this point. You don't have to read later or on the basis of this, you can eliminate some options. You'll have to find out the relation between Raju and Sunita. Raju and Sunita are in the same generation. So it cannot be nephew, it cannot be father, okay? It can be brother, sister, cousins, it can be something like this, okay? Now Raju added that his mother was the only child to her parents. So Raju's mother is the only child to the parents. That means Raju's mother does not have any sibling. Okay, does not have any sibling, and Sunita is the granddaughter of this person. So that means if these if the father of Raju's mother does not have any other son or daughter, so that means Sunita has to be the daughter of Raju's mother. Now, if Sunita is the daughter of Raju's mother, so Sunita has to be the sister of Raju. Okay. Also, Raju's gender is known from this word. So Raju's gender is male. So Raju will be the brother of Sunita. Okay. So question is, how is Raju related to Sunita? So Raju is the brother of Sunita. All right. Now be careful, until and unless you don't know the gender of Raju, you cannot mark brother as your answer. ठीक है? Raju का gender पता होना चाहिए. Also, you must be knowing that in these type of questions, the name of the person cannot tell you the gender of that person. Okay, until and unless it is clearly mentioned by using the keywords like he, she, his, her, like these. Okay, so Raju's gender has to be identified here. It is given using this word that I've circled. Raju added that his mother. So Raju is a male. So Raju and Sunita are brother and sister respectively. So Raju is related to Sunita as a brother. So the correct answer will be option D of question number 9. Okay, so question number 9, option D is the correct answer. Let's move ahead. And that was the last question. My dear friends, that was the last question for the day. Now, some important information of all the students who are preparing for other examinations. So CAT 2024, how to manage your preparation with your job or studies. A free live interactive workshop will be conducted on 17th of March at 11 a.m. by Srinivas sir. You can visit our application, visit the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep to register for this workshop. Also, CAT 2024 verbal ability and reading comprehension. A workshop on this, again it is free. It will be live, conducted on 21st of March at 7 p.m. So the game changer for CAT 2024 verbal RC will be taken by Vikrant Kathuria sir. Again, you can visit our application to register for this workshop. Also, you can get up to 90% scholarship on all our CAT preparation programs. For this, you will have to write a scholarship test which will be conducted on 24th of March at 11 a.m. Again, you will have to register for this scholarship test by visiting our application. Also, you can try our CAT College Predictor, which is live and it is based on the profile. Any doubts you have, you can fill in this form. The link is already pinned in the chat box. You can get social with us on all these social media platforms. Thank you very much for being a part of this session. Have a lovely time preparing for your examination. All the very best. Bye-bye.